Hello there, lovely people. How are you all doing? My name is Karen. I'm here today to read your tarot. I read tarot as sort of entertainment, but there is meaning behind the cards. There is meaning in the energy that comes through the cards. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If you want to find out a bit more about what I do, you can go visit my website, which should be below. You should be able to connect to my website for the information below. But it's karen@karentinney.co.uk. Today is October, no it's not, it's November the 4th, 2025. And there is a big full moon coming up tomorrow. And I'm feeling it. I was headachy yesterday, I'm feeling a bit lethargic today, a bit headachy, a bit out of sorts. So I don't know if you're feeling the same. So just be wary. I have in my diary that today is an icky day, so things might not go to plan, things might feel a bit off, things might be just not brilliant in life today, but that's fine. It's as the astrology says. So without further ado, let's get started on your tarot. So I've got tarot deck that I use, which is the Sharman Burke tarot. And I've got, I think I might bring in the totems. I did a little quick read. Oh god, one's out already. I don't know what it is. I did a little quick read for Instagram and Facebook, just a little short spooky read for Halloween, and you seem to enjoy that. So I'm just going to dive straight in, and I might use the animal totems which I used in that one as well, and you seem to like. I'm all dressed up in my black jumper. I decided it was just winter jumper, all black today. It's kind of protective as well. Black is an absorbing colour, so it absorbs, maybe we'll do colour as well. It absorbs light. It's funny, this is the one I see, I don't know what the other two are. And it's very protective, but also it can mean that you can pick up a lot from other people, so you have to be careful of that as well. So let's see what the tarot wants you to know. Thank you for watching. Thank you to all of you who watch and who watch on a regular basis. I really, really appreciate it. It helps me know that this is reaching, this is landing. And you've been watching my meditations as well on YouTube, which is great. So I think I'm due to put another one up. But do watch the tree meditation as well. There's a little bit of information on trees. And as it moves into the middle of the channeled session, it's kind of a little bit of a tree meditation, which is really nice as well. I've been doing it a few times, and it sends me off to sleep. So that's a really nice one. And trees are great because trees are that strength that we all need. And sometimes when you put your back up to a tree and you feel it supporting you, there's that nature supports you. Nature, life will support you. And it's about embodying that the wood, the tree, that, you know, in Chinese medicine, like there's earth and fire and wood, and so it's embodying that wood, that strength, that and you know, the fact that you can rise up out of the ground and grow strong, all of those elements to do with wood. Don't know why that's coming in, but oh yeah, if you want to watch some of those meditations. But thank you for being here, thank you for listening. I hope this helps. And to the new watchers who've just found me, welcome. This is a friendly space where we gather. I try and do them on Tuesdays, but they don't always happen on Tuesdays. There's quite a lot of fill out there, so I'm just going to start with all of those. I don't always get to do it on a Tuesday, but I do try and do a weekly read for you. And also you'll find on this channel some channelings, so channelings from spirit or some mediumship, or as I said, some meditations. So let's jump straight in. Let's give you a reading. We did say it's icky, didn't we? So we have the devil card here. And so a lot of people are frightened of tarot and things because they might see the devil card and they, you know, it's maybe against the religion or something like that. But in fact, the devil card showing up is saying that we're overcoming something. We're overcoming a toxic trait. We have broken the chains. There's little chains here that are binding them. So you have the power, like we said, the power within the tree, the power to grow beyond this toxicity, to step out of habits or addictions or behaviors that are toxic, that are weighing you down, that are not productive. And there's it's like a block in your life. So these blocks can then appear in your life. But sometimes we can look at the devil as you have transcended that. You have transcended that, and you have dealt with the toxicity, and you are empowering yourself to overcome. The devil's often about Kundalini rising, so this energy rising through your center and up into the crown for enlightenment. So it's actually hinting at that moment of enlightenment that has come through going through the mire. You come out and you're wiser, you're bolder, you're stronger, and you've dealt with your darkness in a sense. So that's the underlying energy. You've dealt with it. You've broken those chains. You have the energy to break free. So let's see where we go from here. 2 cards that came out first, I don't know what they are. Page of Cups. So this is often a water sign, because water signs are the cups. Oh, my light isn't really shining on me. That's a bit better. The water signs are the cups, and this can be someone who is young, someone who is kind of wear their heart on their sleeve type energy, you know, very emotional. The water signs are emotional. So there's an emotional element to this. There's a connection to youth to this. There is an opportunity. There's a little fish jumping out of this cup. So there's some sort of opportunity for emotional contentment and emotional growth here. But there's a youthfulness to it, so it hasn't developed that much. It may be very fresh. It may be you've broken these chains, and suddenly your emotions are cleaner, they're clearer. It's like you've been washed with the waters of the energy, and there's new life coming for you. There's also new romance coming for you. The cups are all about love. So you've broken that. It's funny, I'm in black, right? You've broken away from the darkness. You've broken away from the shadow, and you're embracing this new love, this new opportunity that's stepping forward. Perhaps there was something to do with, because the devil can be like narcissism. So it can be a toxic relationship, but you've broken free of that, and you're now able to offer this cup again. You've done your work. You're able to see that, you know, you have this love that wants to grow, but it's not grown yet. It's still very new, but you still have that beauty, that purity of love within you to offer somebody. So whatever you've come out of, you've broken the chains, you've cleared that, you've dealt with your shadow aspects, and you still have this beautiful love to offer. Justice is coming in. So justice is the sort of truth, the sort of justice, the sort of wisdom. So you've got the little owl in the corner here. So the owl is someone who whispers in your ear. Used to whisper to Athena, I think it was, and give her guidance from the higher realms. So, and she is pointing that sword up to the higher realms. So it's saying about, you know, divine justice is here for you. Divine justice on what is correct for you. Interesting. I'm also thinking about someone in particular that I know, who's been through a very difficult relationship situation, and where there is a lot of chains or cords, and it is to do with a young energy, a young water sign, and there's some legal implications that are coming in as well. So yeah, that's pretty on fire. But justice comes in to deliver true justice. This can mean legal cases, this can mean the law, this can be court cases, this can be any legal documents, contracts that are coming up to be signed. So be aware of someone trying to control you or chain you. You can see through it now. You've expanded your Kundalini, you're awakened, you're enlightened, so you can see the narcissism or the control. And you have this vibrant young energy of love. You're very, very much love-based, but there is a contract here, there's a negotiation, there is terms and conditions that need to be looked at here, okay? And you can see she's got the scales there. So it's to bring balance. She brings balance. So whatever has felt out of balance, she brings balance back in. So it can be divorce, it can be marriage, that legal contract. So divorce may be coming in to cut away what wasn't working. Or it's saying that new terms and conditions, new pillars of hope are coming for you. So let's move on, and we have the Magician. So another great card. You are creating this new life. You know, he's got the one goes right up to the heavens, commanding the heavens, commanding the divine to bring what he wants forward and to make it real on the earth. So he's pointing to the ground there, so he's making it real on the earth plane. The idea of the Magician is you've got everything in your toolbox that you need. You've got the cup, the sword, the wand, and the pentacles. You've got all the suits within the tarot. So you're fully capable. You've got lots of attributes, lots of skills, and you're going to create something. You're creating something now, and you're making it real. You're turning this, he's dressed in white. So it's like you're turning this ethereal light, and he's got the red cloak, into physical. So again, it's manifesting. Again, it's taking the higher and making it real on the earth. So you've gone to the higher to get your downloads, to get your wisdom, to make sure everything is done, dotted the I's, crossed the T's, and you're able to create this new element so you can walk through this new doorway. You can move through in a different direction. So whatever happens actually is going to move you forward in a completely different space, because you're moving through a doorway, so things are going to be different. And then we have quite a few jumped out then, so we will read it. Which way shall we read it? So I'll just show you all four. Another four, goodness. Okay, so we have the Five of Wands. So the Five of Wands is all about kind of in-house fighting, petty fighting. It can be between siblings, it can be between close ones. You know, it's like making a big deal out of something that's not really a big deal. So, and it's having a squabble, but it's nothing that you need to get too worried about. It can be within the office. It can be somebody taking your stapler. I'm thinking of The Office comedy. And this petty in-house. It can be to do with the way people talk to each other, or, you know, just there's just this lack of what's the word I'm looking for? There's just conflict. There's conflict, but it's minor conflict. It's nothing major, but there is this irritation going on with you. And it might be to do with what you're trying to create. It might be to do with this contract that you're dealing with someone, and there's some argument, there's some disagreement, there's some confronting, and then there's a need to stand your ground and fight for what is right for you. And then we had the Temperance, because we want to create the energy of temperance. We want to have this angelic energy. This is the healing card, the angel card. This is, you know, she's dipping her toe into the water. So it's that subconscious as well, that water, that intuitive aspect, that subconscious that runs the show. It's like dipping your consciousness into your subconscious. What is going on there in that space within you? She's balancing the water from the cup, so it's that element of balancing the masculine and the feminine, balancing the give and the take, balancing the doing and the receiving, balancing the action and the retreat. So all those aspects of masculine, feminine are the opposites. So it's like the yin-yang symbol. So, you know, you can be very adventurous, or you can be someone who wants to stay at home. But there needs to be balance within that. Maybe not too adventurous, but maybe don't always stay at home. So it's learning about balance temperance, going not too headlong, is that it? Headlong into something, but just being temperate, just maintaining that balance. You have the rainbow energy here. You've got the rainbow wings. Here you've got the sun in the background. So it's very positive. It's very much the healing card. It's very much third eye, which also the devil is third eye, because it's bringing all that aspect up to this third eye, to this awakening, to this subconscious aspect of yourself. So there's something big happening, and it might be throwing life into a bit of complication. There's something happening within you or within humanity. There's this moving from the devil to the angel. There's this leaving behind the shadow and moving into the light. There's this higher divine justice which is coming in. We are just beginning to witness this beautiful new love energy that we hold within us. My TV is cracking. I don't know if you can hear that, but when my TV cracks, spirit is coming into the room. A lot of it comes via the TV. So it's cracking quite a lot now, so I think they might be enjoying this. And you're manifesting something in your life, but there's this, because a lot of people are going to find it difficult to get on board with this new energy, with this new sweep of energy that's coming in. It can cause aggravation. We have Mars as the planet, which is very much in position at the moment, which is influencing us. Mars is the planet of war. So, we are subject to those influences, and they can inform us of what trajectory we're going on. So that the planet of war, 3i Atlas just went past Mars, so it accented war and ceasefire, so the two elements of it, two sides of it. And it will soon be moving into move past the Earth and Venus, planet of love. So Mars is masculine, Venus is feminine. Mars is war, Venus is love. So it's this feminine, these angels are passing by these planets, and there's a rise in this little aggression. It can be a moodiness and irritability within you, frustration, because you want to manifest, you want to make it all happen. You want to command the powers to make the stuff happen. But there are certain protocols, divine T's and C's, which will come on board. With regards to relationship, that might be more formal, or divorce, manifesting change. You've lived through a lot. You've had the aggressive conflict. You've got yourself in that tussle. It's not been pleasant, but through that you come out and you temper that emotion. You let that emotion settle. That's time to heal those wounds. It's time to go for healing. It's time to embody healing. It's time to move into the healing vibration, because that's what you need. And healing is very, very important during these times. A lot of people consider healing, and maybe it is the word healing, as, oh, I have to be ill and I'll go for a healing. But it's not really. It's more an adjustment to your body. It's an adjustment to your cells. It's an adjustment to your energy system. We call it healing because that's what we call it. But what you're doing is you're assisting the body to move into a much more relaxed isn't enough. It's not that you're just relaxing down. Relaxation is kind of the cornerstone of where you want, because you can't heal when you're like this. You have to just relax for a moment and let energy flow. There's a thing in Tai Chi where you must soften. You must soften all the muscles. A lot of people go to the gym and they build up these muscles and they make these muscles strong and hard. But that's no good, that the energy doesn't flow through your muscle. So you have to be able to use your mind to consciously soften your muscles. And so that takes practice. And so there is this acknowledgement that, where was I going with that? 1 second. I remember. It's about the healing. So the relaxation allows you to soften. But what it does is you're actively sending energy to a person. You're actively manipulating energy around a person. You're actively manipulating energy within their body, within their cells, within their lymph, within their blood, within their heart, within their mind, within their brain, everywhere. You're able to work on them to move their body into this more recalibrated space. And that's where healing begins. So it's almost where the adjusters, and regular adjustments are necessary, because we all fall back into the same old patterns. My voice is going a bit. I feel like I've got a sore throat, actually. I don't know where that's coming from. 4 of Swords. So this heart that was broken in the 3 of Swords is now full. So we have healed this heart. You have gone through this change. You have gone through this period of healing. This is the card of healing. This is the card of lying down. This is the card of receiving healing. This is the card of rest, meditation, needing to sleep, needing to have a nap, exhaustion. And this, TV went again, this allows for the swords, the downloads, that sword, that justice, that truth, that divine inspiration to come to us. Because when you're busy and you're doing all the time, I was very busy earlier and I was thinking, oh, I have to do my tarot, but I've also got this and this to do, and then for it's all in your mind, and then it's hard to break the time to come on. But if we stop all of that and just bring ourselves into this peaceful space and allow ourselves to be there. If you have never been there, you don't know how informative it is. So the idea of a healing is to stop you so we can get you there. The idea of meditation is to stop you so you can be there. The idea of all of these therapeutic things, not only are they physically benefiting you, like aromatherapy, reflexology, etc., but they're also stopping you so you can receive. So you can move into that Venus energy of receiving, that female energy of receiving, because you're always doing. And you have come through something and it has exhausted you. It might be study, because I'm thinking the intellect, the mind, the swords are all about the mind, the thinking process, communication, can be speech, can be written word, can be email, but it's like there's a lot going on in the mind, overthinking. And you've got to lie down in order to give yourself space to heal this heart. And 4 is all about stability. So by taking that time, by doing the necessary healing, contemplation, introspection, sitting. How often do you sit and just lie back and look at the clouds in the sky? And take time just to observe the majesty that is above your head every day. And that's it, you don't see it. You're so busy getting to work, coming home, getting the food ready, getting the uniforms ready, putting stuff on the wash. So you don't see so much that's around you. But if you stop and witness what's going on inside you, because there's that introspection, there's that awareness, that inner awareness. That's what the Tai Chi is. It's I can use my mind to soften the muscles in my shoulders. It takes a bit of practice, but they will begin to let go at your command. And you must have softness within you to allow energy to flow. And health is energy flowing. And the reason we have problems with health is because the energy is blocked a lot of places. It doesn't mean you can't build muscle, but regularly softening that muscle, regularly allowing, it could be massage, because the muscle will get hard and the blood won't flow and it will just be dead. So you want the blood to flow through the muscle. Some massage is important. And you can just like do that, just allow, some softening of the muscle. But if you can get to a commanding space where you're able to do it with your mind, then you can sink that energy down to the ground and you can soften, and then you feel your light body a bit more. It's all very interesting. Two of Swords, more swords. Okay, so there's a lot of information. There's a lot that you're thinking about. There's a lot that you're taking in. The Two of Swords can be like a decision. So I've got a decision to make. Do I go one way or the other? So this can leave you feeling a little bit stuck. It can leave you a bit concerned, a little bit worried. The waters are very stormy around her. So it's causing her some upset. It's causing her some fear to move. But also it's weighing up two options. It is weighing up two options. And she's got the blindfold over she's got the blindfold over her eyes. Sorry, it is getting darker because it's gone 3:30 now. Which is telling her that her answers are her answers are inside of her. Her answers are not outside. Sometimes you've got look two options and you're weighing them up and you're trying to deal with everything, and you might be looking at all of the legalities, all the T's and C's that come with it, and you're weighing it up and you're looking at where you want to go, what you want to create, how you want to move forward. But you want to go through a different doorway, and you want to stop with all the frustration that you keep coming up against. You want it to be much more balanced and much more healing. You've taken time to get to this point where you're relaxed, and then the choice comes up and it makes you a little bit uncomfortable again. It kind of starts to stir up your emotions again. But it's about going inside. It's about that introspective moment. We've got the bird here of freedom. We have the little butterfly here, which is pointing to transformation. So it's about transforming. And we've got, is it a new moon here? So after the full moon, a week later, we have the new moon. Or is the new moon on the 20th? I think the new moon's on the 20th. So, so pay attention to what happens by the new moon. Pay attention to what comes your way. You might have to choose between two things. There might be two different sides to something. There might be more information arriving with you. So let's see where we go from here. I'm going to go to the Priestess of Light because they're very good for just confirming and clarifying the tarot, actually. So if we can have one card for that. So if that makes any sense, resonates, give me a thumbs up. Like the video. It helps with the algorithms. And if you can share it. And if you can leave a comment, that would be lovely. For all of you who have left comments, particularly on my meditations. You're all very good at leaving comments on my meditations. Thank you so much. Let's get one card to tell us where we're going with this. We seem to have left a certain amount of difficulty behind, but then just as we get to this point of heart, our heart is healed. We're ready. We're ready to step out again. We've done the necessary work. We still are struggling with this. Do I do it this way or do I do it this way? We're still struggling with this two sides. Oh my God, the card that jumped out. Duality. Duality, two sides. It's so funny, I'm in black and around me is the white. You can't write it. Many meanings, misunderstanding. She's there in a red dress. She has, the number is 36, and we know the magic numbers are 3, 6, and 3 and 6 together is 9, 369. Interesting. She's got a skull, she's got a book open, got a little candle burning. And she is very much like the magician. She's dressed in red, but she has a white sort of blanket or a throw, or perhaps her cloak is white, and he is dressed in white and his cloak is red. So there's some balancing here because we've got a guy here and we've got a girl here. So again, that balancing of masculine and feminine. Let's see what duality tells us, because there's something, thank you, that TV keeps cracking. So this is for someone out there. Let's have a look. I'll do it this way, trying so you can see it a little bit better. The disciple, priestess, Magdalena. So this is interesting as well. This is about Mary Magdalene and what she was proposed to be and what she really was. She was a magician. She was a soul spirit worker, and she was a healer and a magician in the etheric realms. So she sits at the entrance to a cave, a place of retreat. The skull in her lap indicates her spiritual side, whereas the open book represents her scholarly and educated side. Her red dress and white sash beneath her are symbols of the divine feminine and the divine masculine combined. Your life is also full of dualities. You are at the same time masculine and feminine, physical and ethereal, fully human and fully divine. This card encourages you to explore all these true yet diverse aspects of yourself. It may feel strange to dive into new spiritual practices if you've always been physically orientated. An active masculine approach to life may feel unnatural if you've traditionally been more of a reflective type feminine mode. But these deeper layers of yourself now long to be expressed. In opening up to these experiences, you will tap important, previously unknown strengths and talents and widen the scope of your spiritual, your personal, and even your professional life. Finally, there is a message of warning in this card regarding distorted perceptions. Magdalena, or Mary Magdalene, has been historically misunderstood, called a prostitute when she was actually an educated landowner. Be conscious of the ways you may be misunderstood, and be courageous in your intention to live your life and stand in your truth. Also be aware of any misunderstandings you carry about yourself. Any limiting or judgmental notions must be set aside. A clear understanding of your truth requires you to embrace your divine nature. The most gracious and powerful part of your many-faceted, sparkling identity, your divine nature. You can say, I am willing to explore the many wonderful sides of my nature. I am open to understanding the depth of my truth and expressing that to others. And I feel that as well. I feel that many are so busy doing the do in their life that they are so separate from so many different aspects of understanding who they are and what it is to exist, what it is to exist as a soul in a physical body, what it is to be alive. You know, we have it locked down to a tiny little package that many people are repeating generation after generation, but it's so limited because we need to get out the information that there is so much more to you, to who you are and what you are in this lifetime, and what you can give to this lifetime, and what you can get from this lifetime. Where shall we go next? I think a colour, but I did want to do a totem, didn't I? Let's do a totem for you from these. Let's see if we've got an animal that we can embrace. I like the animal totems because it lets you kind of embrace the nature of that animal and the symbolism that it stands for. So give us something that we can harness now this week. It doesn't look like it's particularly easy. There's a lot of stuff going on. There's legal stuff, there's conflict, there's healing that needs to happen, there's choices that need to be made. We have the rabbit. Now, the rabbit is different in different books. But in this particular book, I think that's about fear. So it depends what you want. I don't think I like getting the rabbit because it's It's like what you are worried about will happen, isn't it? Yes. So we've got fear. So let me just give you a little rundown. There's a story here. It goes through a whole story just to give you a kind of an idea of a fable with regards to the rabbit. Rabbit medicine people, because it kind of says that if you carry a particular medicine, you might carry the medicine of the rabbit. Do it this way. It shines brighter. And it's 30 as well. Can you see that? Just the light is just... there we go. So again, a 3. And it says, as this story shows, rabbit medicine people are so afraid of tragedy, illness, disaster, and being taken that they call those fears to them to teach them lessons. The keynote here is what you resist will persist. What you fear most is what you will become. Here is the lesson. If you pulled rabbit, stop talking about horrible things happening and get rid of what if in your vocabulary. What if this happens, and what if that terrible thing happens, and oh yeah, but what if that happens and I can't do it because of that and that and that. This card may signal a time of worry about future, or of trying to exercise your control over that which is not yet in form, the future. Stop now. Write down your fears and be willing to feel them. Breathe into them and feel them running through your body into Mother Earth as a giveaway. So that's very interesting, because what it's saying is we are here, we're trying to do this manifestation, we're trying to signal to the heavens, call and command the heavens to deliver what we want to the ground. We're blending this masculine and feminine to create this power and make this stuff happen. But if we're sitting and going, yeah, but that could go wrong, and yeah, what if that, and what if I won all that money tomorrow and then people had a problem with me, and then what if this, and what if, so already you're backtracking, already you're going, oh yeah, wouldn't it be great if, and then you put in block after block after block after block after block into the manifestation, and you're pushing yourself further and further and further and further away from it. And so what it's saying is, as well, this is going back to the subconscious, dipping your toe into the subconscious. What is your subconscious? Learn about your subconscious. How can you program your subconscious? Because the rabbit is saying that what we think about, we become. So if you're worried that you're going to get a puncture, and you're afraid, and you go out and you get a puncture, it can be that we are causing these things. We are creating energy. And what we mean by causing these things is, if it's in our minds, then it's in our bodies. And if it's in our minds and our bodies, that's the energy we're sending out into the world. And if you send an energy out of fear, of lack of confidence, of resistance in some way, tragedy, illness, disaster, if you're kind of the person who goes, yeah, but that's not good enough because things are just going to get worse, and yeah, that's okay, but I think I've got this and I've got that and I've got that, and oh, that person's been diagnosed that, so that's the end. If those are your thoughts, then that's what life delivers. So you gotta think differently, and you won't do it just by chance. You have to force your mind to think differently. You have to put new thoughts into your subconscious. Let me go back to Duality again. 36. Based on this rabbit, what did she say? Brain like a sieve, it's gone. Yes, so it's pushing yourself outside of your normal. It's balancing the masculine and feminine, understanding both physical and ethereal matter to be fully human. You gotta know that you're so much more than you think you are. So open up to experiences. Don't block things. Don't tie things with a negative thing. Like I said at the beginning, people think like tarot is the devil's work, right? But actually it's telling you that there's a massive block within you. It's telling you that you need to raise your kundalini. It's telling you that you need to move your energy. What did the rabbit tell us? What was I saying? Softening the body so you can send that energy down through the body and into the ground. We got here, write your fears down and be willing to feel them in the body. Feel your fear, your greatest fear, the worst thing that can happen. Feel it. And then breathe into it and feel it running through your body and put it into Mother Earth. Let it go. And you're still here, you're still alive. It's as bad as it got. So it's a lesson in understanding how we build up things and then they paralyze us. That's the word I'm getting, paralyze us. So be careful how your fears are paralyzing you. And if you have legitimate fears, this is not about, there's a tiger on the loose, and yes, we have fight or flight because of that, so that we run away, so that we take this, take our natural fear instinct and we run in a different direction. Something's coming to get us, we run. That's natural. This is not talking about this. This is talking about what we're thinking. And we've got a lot of swords here. Our thoughts, our negative thinking, repeated pattern thinking. What are you thinking that's going to go wrong? What are you thinking that's going to go wrong, that's not going to work? It's going to be a disaster. Okay, let's give you something else. Let's give you a colour, because I did mention that, and then we'll finish on the colour. So yeah, and with the full moon, it can bring up stuff. So it can certainly bring up stuff to deal with. November is that Scorpio energy, which is a little bit more things in the shadows, a little bit more of that dark side of yourself, understanding that aspect within you and everyone else. Give me a colour for November, please. A colour to help us that maybe we can embrace in November. Please, can we have a colour for November? Thank you. Okay, colour. Oh, 2 have come out. Okay, I don't know what they are yet. Sapphire, regenerate your body, 38. It's lovely against the black and white, isn't it? The sapphire, beautiful blue. And then we've got mauve, enjoy clear hearing. So you might find yourself a little bit, TV's on again, might find yourself a little bit more clairaudient as the energy ramps up. So if things pop into your mind, but also pop into your ears. So we'll do the clear hearing. Connection to your intuition. Awakening your inspiration, expanding your spiritual awareness, and helping you to let go of heavy, dense energies. Lightening your energy. The mauve can lighten your energy. Let go of the heaviness. Let go of the darkness. Let go of whatever held you back. Whatever chained you. Let go of that. Expand your spiritual awareness. Create a sense of peace and tranquility, and assists with eye and ear problems, improves your memory and your ability to concentrate. It's a colour of softness, gentleness and allowance. Use mauve rays to release stuckness from your ears as well. So that's a lighter aspect coming in to assist us. That's a lighter aspect asking us to drop the heavy, to let the heavy move off into Mother Earth, into the ground. And then we have sapphire. Regenerates the body. Sapphire heals, purifies, regenerates your body. It has the ability to soothe your mind and calm your nerves and release emotional pain. A nourishing colour, sapphire, dissolves disharmony and clears the blocked pathways to well-being. Clearing your mind, balancing your emotions, and creating order in your life. Experiment with sapphire to experiment with sapphire light to regenerate your body and bring back a sense of harmony. Lovely. So very much the healing, very much use it for your mind. Calm your nerves with the blue. Release any emotional pain. We had that healing of the heart, the difficulty we had before. Use these colours to help heal you through this period. So whatever's going on, whatever fears you have, whatever difficulty and conflict, there's a new contract, there's new divine wisdom coming forward for you, which is going to bring balance into your life, balancing your emotional self, balance in your life, balance in information coming in, using your subconscious in a positive way, not giving in to the fear, understanding the duality, understanding misunderstandings that you have about people, that people have about you, but that you have about yourself. There's so much of this beautiful light energy, this blossoming light energy. It's like he's in mauve and blue. This is the fresh energy, the healed energy, the emotionally willing to step forward energy, full of promise, full of this opportunity, this new fish jumping out. So use the lighter colours to help you this week. Okay, let me know if it resonates. Very interesting read, a little bit different to usual. But I hope you enjoyed, and I hope it resonates, and I hope it makes sense for somebody out there. And I hope to see you again soon. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.